to be an Amazon driver? The Delivery Service Partner Program, or DSP, has some truths it doesn't advertise. First, DSPs act as a liability shield. If a driver has an accident, Amazon distances itself, placing responsibility on the small DSP company. Amazon calls them independent partners, but it controls nearly everything, from routes and data collection to the uniforms they wear, limiting their autonomy and ability to unionize. The routes are algorithmically designed for maximum efficiency, often leading to grueling workloads and pressure to skip breaks just to keep up. So while you get your package in record time, many drivers operate under a system of intense control and pressure. That's the untold story of the Amazon DSP program.
Hi, I'm an Amazon worker. I just want to deliver your package on time. I hope you are having... No, I'm playing around. No, but seriously, if you stumbled upon this video, maybe you're new to Amazon delivery, maybe you've been working there for a while, whatever the case is, probably trying to just gain some new information. So I'm about to give you 3 whole months of experience. I said it, 3 months. Damn it, 3 whole months. And the fact that I'm giving you 3 whole months of not so good experience is just to make you aware, not to scare you off, not to change your mind. You may disagree, you may agree. It's okay, but I'm here to just give you this 3-month drill of what I went through. So before I do this, right, we're going to talk about some of the job duties that I wrote down on this paper right here. So I'm not going to cover a lot because I'm going to do a part 2. But some of the job duties that Amazon delivery drivers are responsible for: delivering 150 to 300 packages per shift, depending on route volume. Handling packages of various sizes up to 50 pounds, and safely operating an Amazon-provided cargo van or personal vehicle. So let's get into it. Let's get into some of these duties that they expect you to be great at. So for me, delivering the packages, all of those packages, 150 to 300, let's just be real. It's unrealistic as hell. When you get into this field of delivering packages, they practice foreplay with you. I'm so serious. Like, it's literally like they tease you and you get into the door. Like, if this was sexual, you really would have been thinking this is going to be a long-term relationship. Did you hear me? The foreplay is so good in the beginning. You think this is going to be long-term. Like, they get you riled up. They say the most precious things to you, right? They even bite their bottom lip. They bite their bottom lip and they make it sound so good. You're going to be independent. You're not going to need anyone. You're going to be alone for long periods of time. So they make it sound juicy and just sexy, right? But here's the thing. This is not a sexy job. I'm going to be honest. Maybe for some folk, you love your job. That's great for you. But this is not a sexy job at all. Let's get into it. So again, for the 150 packages to 300 that they expect you to deliver, it's a lot of unrealistic expectations because you got to put into the fact of peak season, the holiday times, all of those times that you will go through. Prime Day, you have a ridiculous amount of packages to deliver. What they also will not tell you is the time that you are sitting in traffic. They don't account for that. The times you're sitting in traffic when there's an accident in front of you, the times you're going through apartment buildings like you lost your damn mind. The times you have to go through long driveways, which take up more time. The times you have horrible weather, messed up vans that they give you. They don't tell you these things in training. They won't alert you to these things, but yet the job description will make it sound sexy. You know what they call customer service? They call customer service, or I should say what drivers call customer service, is basically being monitored like a robot. And what I mean by this is they don't tell you this on the job. They don't tell you that you're going to be monitored like a robot. They'll tell you about the GPSs in the vans, but you don't really realize how bad it is until you get behind there. You guys remember that scene from the movie Menace to Society when Kane was brought in for interrogation? And the guy just kept asking him the same damn questions. They kept him there so long, kept asking him the same questions. And then he was like, no, at 11:59, no. Yeah, that's what I did at 11:59. and it showed you the time difference. But he got so tired of being there, he just forgot the answer that he told the guy. That's like what working for Amazon feels like. You just tire yourself out to a point you don't want to be there anymore. You just want to get the shift over with. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I've only been there for 3 months, but I'm being dead honest with you. It was a hard 3 months. And this job is not for everyone. I'm going to admit it. Some people will look at this and be like, you punk. And I got no problem with it. Call me whatever you want. But this job, to me, was not sexy at all. Let's get back to the monitoring. How they monitor you. They monitor you like you committed a crime. And when I say this, I am very serious. They have an AI tracking device inside the vans that monitor your eyes. So the minute you take your eyes off the road, even if it's for a second, you could hear an unfamiliar sound inside the van while you're driving. Turn your head to look to see what dropped. That AI technology inside the van can dock you for taking your eyes off the road. If you get to a stop sign, you do a rolling stop. That means not the full stop before the white line. That means the stop that you gradually go past. You don't make a full stop where the car goes bump, like it goes back. No, not that. You roll past the stop sign. Even though you did this and go forward, you get docked for that. This AI thing can even malfunction. Like literally what I just mentioned before, where your eyes do this. Literally, this will malfunction and think you're not paying attention to the road. If your eyes even close for a quick second or longer than what that AI is tracking for, you can get docked. Like, I'm serious, like so many things. If you're adjusting your seat and it realizes something is wrong and your eyes are off the road, you can get docked. I'm dead serious when I'm saying these things. It's to that point where you're so nervous to drive the van because you're trying to do a job, but yet you're being monitored like you committed a crime. This is what they don't tell you. They do not tell you this. And the crazy thing is, you can get a complaint against your job based on this AI system in the van. So you could be doing a great job. But this AI system, either because of a glitch or honestly, just the way it's set up for you to fail. No human being keeps their eyes 100% on the road while they're driving. I don't care what you tell me. Somebody's always doing this. They're looking at something else while they drive for a quick second. That's not normal to drive that way. But this AI system that they have set up for you to be a robot. Let's be quite honest. Let's go to the next one. So, the whole thing about, again, safe driving. Amazon wants you to drive these vans as safe as possible. But let me tell you something. The workload that they give you forces you to speed. If you are a driver, if you are an Amazon driver, you completely understand what I'm talking about. Has it ever gotten to a point where you're thinking about the number of packages that you have behind you? And you're like, damn, it's like 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock is the time I got to get out. I got to put a hustle on now. Now you're thinking, I got to put more pedal to the metal. Not speed, but kind of speed. And this is what I'm talking about. When you have a big workload to finish, you get put into certain situations because you are set to deliver to apartments and something slowed you down that was out of your control. You had to deliver to a locker area where you had to put in a whole bunch of packages. And sometimes you have delivery tasks that seem like it's going to be easy, but it ends up being harder than you thought it would be. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get put into those situations where you think, oh yeah, this is going to be a piece of cake. And then it's not a piece of cake at all. You're wondering, how do I even get out of this situation? Running behind forces you to speed. Let's be quite honest. It forces you to speed because now you're thinking, this is going to make me go past the time that I'm trying to get out of here. I don't want to be out here at 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 delivering packages, because they don't tell you that. This is one thing they don't tell you. When you're on shift, they give you a shift that's like from 10 to 8. But they don't tell you, oh, if you're not delivering your packages, guess what? You're going to be out there past 8 o'clock still delivering packages. They don't tell you these things. They don't tell you also at nighttime. when you're stopping in unsafe areas because there's no better place for you to park the van. And then you're in unsafe areas where there may be high crime. And you don't know that. You're walking around with a package in a high crime area. You don't even realize it because you don't know this area. But they don't tell you, they don't hip you to these things. They'll tell you the basic things in training. But these are some of the things I'm trying to alert you to because these are some of the things I've experienced in my 3 months, which I'm proud of, by the way. Let's get into the 8 to 10 shifts. Or in my case, mine was 10 to 8 shift. A lot of drivers are saying, like I just mentioned, we're not staying 10 to 8. We're staying way past this time. So what are they talking about? The times that they tell you, best believe, most likely you're going to stay longer. They don't talk about the heavy shifts that you'll be doing because you have a heavy volume of packages. Let's talk about the small vans they give you to deliver these heavy volumes of packages. You got packages spilling out of the van like freaking, I don't even know what to describe it. But if you open up a van, an average Amazon delivery van, you will have packages spilling out because some of these vans don't even have the shelves for you to stack them on. You literally have to stack them down below on the floor because you may have been assigned that van in particular. They don't talk about the DSPs that pressure you to stay after your shift is ending. Let's say you get through on time. They will pressure you to stay to go help someone else out. Oh, go rescue that person over there. This person's struggling. And in your mind, you're like, nigga, I just finished everything I did. What are you talking about? No, we need you over here. We need you to help this person out. We're a team, remember? We are a team. Go help him out real quick. Then you can go home. There's no real quick. There's no real quick. The only real quick in their mind is you better deliver all these packages out the van before you bring the van back. That's the real quick that they want. There's no real quick. Let's talk about the packages that's 50 pounds. Remember that description that they told you is a responsibility? Because they say the packages that you're going to be delivering are going to be 50 pounds. But what they don't tell you is many of those packages, they're not telling you the quantity that you may have to pick up. Let me tell you something. You're getting in and out of this van over 300 times in this day. Did you hear what I said? You are getting in and out of this van over 300 times, back and forth, seatbelt off, jump out, jump back in, jump out again, jump back in. You're doing this constantly. Can you imagine the pressure that you're putting on your knees? Think about that real quick. Think about going up and down stairs, a short flight of stairs. Do that like 300 times and then come tell me if I'm wrong or not. Your knees will begin to have a conversation with you. And it's going to be a harsh conversation at the end of the shift. Trust and believe when I say this. I'm not lying. Your knees will be on fire, like somebody lit a match underneath them. No joke. The back pain, the repetitive strain injuries, the knee pain. They don't tell you how many times you're going to be bending over to pick up a package. That 50-pound package is going to feel like a 100-pound package. And they don't tell you how many stairs you may have to climb to deliver that same package. They don't tell you what location, because it's based on the customer. The customer may want that same package to be delivered at the back door. They don't tell you the place that you're going to have to deliver it is Hotel Transylvania. They don't tell you these things. You're going to figure this out for yourself because the GPS is going to tell you, you need to deliver this to the woods. They won't say the woods, but they'll lead you to the woods, a house that's far off and remote. And you're going to discover this for yourself. Let's talk about when they say you work independently. Remember that? You work by yourself. It's so sexy. It's extremely sexy. You're not going to find no other job like this. But there's drivers that are reporting you're never truly off the clock. Let's talk about the constant communication with your dispatch. There are times, yeah, you're going to be alone. But there's going to be moments where you're at peace or you get into a grind. Not a grind. You get into a consistent motion of doing something. And then here come your DSP. Here come the dispatch contacting you. What's going on? You're falling behind. You're 5 packages behind. This puts you into a state of stress like no other. especially if you feel like you're getting more consistent, you feel like you're doing good, and they just come on and say, no, 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 you need to pick up the pace. You're 10 packages behind. We're going to need to send a rescue out to you. This will stress you out, especially if you know or feel you're doing good. The performance metric. Remember I was talking about the AI inside the vans? The performance metric is constantly being reviewed. So here's what I mean by being docked. They review all of these metrics at certain periods of time. So if they see that you're not stopping at these stop signs, if they see that eyes are all over the place, the metric may say, oh yeah, he's falling asleep. He's closing his eyes. When they review all of this, the GPS tracking, if it sees you're constantly going above a certain speed limit, if it sees that you're trailing someone too closely, because it does that too, just to let you know, it tells wherever you're trailing someone closely. The camera keeps a great eye on you all throughout your shift, so you're never quite alone. The route adjustments, I mean, I can just keep going on. These are some of the stressors that they do not tell you about. So when you think about working for this company, I just want you to know, these are some of the things that you're going to have to deal with. Like I said, 3 months experience, and I have more to tell you. So this is my video today, guys. I hope you guys made it to the end of this, but keep your head up. I'm not here to discourage you. If this is something you want to follow in, or something that you want to continue in, share my experience with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Message.